Hello world, relationships are not unconditional. Relationships are transactional. Love is unconditional because it is the free gift of the love we feel in our hearts towards another. What are the limits of your love? How far are you willing to go to love beyond your fears or the fears of the one you love? Do you pull away or shut down when you get afraid, or do you lean in and fight for love? All have our strategies and sensitive areas where we have been emotionally wounded, and unfortunately, most of us have grown up in families that were love limiting. We just were not taught how to emotionally cope with life, loss, or pain. We were taught to earn it, lash out, or cry for the love we want, or go without. Unconditional love means removing the conditions that prevent love. Can you really put aside your own fears and insecurities in order to be fully present in your relationship and show up consistently in love? Or is there a price that you put on your love? How patient is your love? Patient enough to help your partner overcome their own fears. Not all relationships are worth fighting for. Of course, many are unhealthy and toxic. So, do you love yourself enough to walk away when love is no longer being served? If you are willing to take responsibility for how you want to feel and the love that you want to experience, then you can grow beyond anything that is holding your love back or limiting your love. Imagine loving with your full potential, with all of your heart, and with all of your might. How different would your life be? By Joel Clemons. On a post with a caption saying women's stories, tuning into their true voices, practicing presence, honoring boundaries, and choosing to be fully here and now with ourselves and for ourselves. I always dream of creating a space built on trust and truth, a place that shows that when we step beyond our past experiences and come back to the heart, we discover how deeply we can truly meet one another. That to me is sisterhood, a mutuality that doesn't ask, "What's in it for me?" but simply shows up. P.S. I Love You by Ama was born from pure impulse of the heart. Tomorrow, a new conversation with another remarkable woman is coming your way. With love, Ama. From the post of Primal Empire Studios, we are so excited to share that our film has now been honored with multiple awards previously for Best Actress and Best Poster Design, and now thrilled to add Best Director at the Berlin Indie Film Festival to the list. It's an amazing feeling to see all the different parts of our work recognized like this. Oho, on Anna's story saying just got myself blue light glasses because late night laptop session were not it. I'm hoping they help my eyes, chill a bit, and make it easier to switch off before bed. Now I'm wondering, has anyone here actually used them? Did you feel difference? Simone attended the Latina Powerhouse Top 100 event, at it was an inaugural recognition list and gala established by IHOLA Americas to celebrate the most inspiring and influential Latina women across various fields. IHOLA Americas, a leading Hispanic entertainment and lifestyle platform which is part of the global IHOLA and Hello Media Group, to honor Latinas who are shaping their communities and making a significant impact globally through their talent, creativity, and passion. It highlights stories of resilience and leadership to inspire future generations. The first annual gala and list were debuted in Miami in November 2025. The honorees span diverse sectors including entertainment, sports, fashion, arts, and business. A separate American publication founded by Andy Warhol in 1969 that features interviews with celebrities, artists, and musicians. It is known for its coverage of celebrity news, royal families, and high society events, and is also noted for its focus on family, tradition, and legacy. Michele is a definition of multi-talented star, an actor, singer, and model who rose to global fame with his magnetic performance in 365 days. His intense screen presence, sculpted charisma, and emotional depth turned him into an international sensation almost overnight. But behind the fame is an artist who has dedicated years to mastering his craft, from stage acting in Italy to taking on bold roles that pushes him onto the world stage. Today, Michele continues to evolve, expanding his career into passion, entrepreneurship, and global collaboration. Whether he's starring in a film, performing on stage, or fronting international campaigns, he brings an intensity that is unmistakably his own. His journey is a blend of talent, discipline, and undeniable star power, making him one of the most fascinating personalities of this generation. Michele attended the premiere of The Housemaid in New York City. New York vibes, red carpet energy, and a night where elegance meet pure cinematic magic. The premiere of The Housemaid brought unforgettable moments, glamour, intensity, and a presence that lit up the entire evening. For an instant hit of the movie's atmosphere, you can watch The Housemaid thriller. Just be prepared for the sudden mood shift from open fires and freshly baked quick chess to creepy doll houses and blooded teeth. We have a crazy trailer that really encapsulates everything nuts and unpredictably about the movie, says Amanda Seyfried. You can feel the vibe already. The Housemaid 2025 plot, Millie Calloway, who is Sydney Sweeney, is a troubled young woman with a criminal record, but as the wrought iron gates swing open onto the Winchester family idyllic estate and she welcomed by homewrecker Nina, who is Amanda Seyfried, she has a good feeling about this latest job interview. It's a family movie at first, says Amanda, and then goes down, goes wrong, and gets exciting. The Housemaid movie is released December 22, 2025, and with the big screen and immersive surround sound audience will pull you deep into this movie's web of deceit. You can just sit back and let us transport you in a way that completely separates you from your life. Explained by Amanda. That's the beauty of seeing film in a theater because you cannot embrace the experience. Just Jared News, as Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried stand at the Housemaid New York City premiere alongside their hunky co-star. Sydney and Amanda joined by Brandus Clanar and Michele Morone, as well as Indiana Ellie, Megan Ferguson, Ellen Tamaki, and Alina Surgener. Also in attendance were director Paul Feig and book editor Freda McFadden. The film plunges audiences into a twisted world where perfection is an illusion and nothing is as it seems. Trying to escape her past, Sydney accepts a job as a live-in housemaid for the wealthy Amanda and Brandon. But what begins as a dream job quickly unreveals into something far more dangerous, a sexy, seductive game of secrets, scandal, and power behind the Winchester closed doors. How is Michele as Enzo? Let's all hear this one.
Romantic What quality do you have in common with Enzo?
None. None. I mean, no. I mean, Enzo is it's what I like about Enzo is that it's such a silent character. He walks around without him noticing him. So I think is this kind of like mysterious and weird person that you don't really understand if it's a good guy or a bad guy. So in the meantime, that's that's the main point. Who is he? What does he want? And this is what I like about him. The mysterious around the character that brings Ansel to life.
Yeah, he's the keeper of all the secrets, too,
Right.
which I like.
Right.
Thank you very
Credit to the owners of the videos and photos. Thank you for watching my video today. Comment your reaction below. Don't forget to click the like button, share this video to others, and please subscribe on my channel. Day 338 of the 365 days of 2025. A message to all. One of the biggest gap between men and women is feeling understood and communicating in a way that doesn't cause a misunderstanding or offense. We might think that we are communicating in an honest and sincere way, but without the right skills and ability. What we might actually be doing is starting a conflict. First step in effective communication is understanding what and how you are actually feeling. It's understanding your own fears, needs, and wants before going to your partner and expressing yourself while having an emotional reaction, because when we don't understand why we feel the way that we do and we are not able to express what we are truly feeling down, when we will try to make the other person feel the way that we feel, hence starting a conflict instead of being vulnerable enough to ask for reassurance and connection. Next step is to start by listening not for what you want to hear but what they are really trying to say, and doing so without judgment or taking it personally, even if they are making it personal, because this is what allows you to really hear them without making it about you. Validate their feelings. Show them your love by having compassion for their needs and struggles, and you will be able to begin building a deeper trust and respect that comes from feeling understood and safe with each other. By Joel Clemons.